it's a rare situation where you have a team like Texas where each side of the ball takes turns ruining things for them. There were long stretches of this season, and it's not over yet. They've still got a game against Baylor, but they're now not going bowling.
Nope.
There are long stretches this season where you said, wow, this offense is just inept, and they can't do anything with the ball, and that's going to cost them, and it did. And then there were long stretches of the year, like last night, where their defense couldn't get a stop. And last night, the offense showed up, granted, and we'll get into this, but granted against a bad defense, and they put up enough points to win.
Yep.
And the defense just completely had no answer. Had no answer for Texas.
In their defense, lots of injuries, and more suffered last night.
Right.
But it just sort of feels like the story of this season.
Now, you wrote something on TexasFootball.com about the running back situation because Chris Warren came in and had a great game, 263-something yards.
Incredible game.
A great game. And the kid from Rockwall we knew was going to be great.
Right.
Maybe we didn't think he was going to be great this quickly, but he was great last night.
He was awesome.
But as you wrote, and I completely agree with you, you got to tap the brakes because you are basically running against air. You're running against one of the worst.
123rd rush defense in NCAA FBS behind North Texas, Texas State, and Hawaii.
Right.
The bottom of the barrel. Good for Chris Warren. It is the kind of boost a kid like that needs after a year of not getting looks. But don't come to me with the, what were Charlie and his staff doing, overlooking this kid all along? I'm sorry. If Foreman or Gray is 100% healthy, they're running for at least 150 yards last night. And, again, I hope Warren becomes a huge star. But don't point to the Texas Tech game as the moment it all happened, because that defense is terrible.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's well put, that we have to take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to any performance against this Tech defense because the Tech defense has been so bad. And now Texas is staring 4-8 squarely in the face. Unless you think that they are walking into Waco and beating Baylor. Now, stranger things have happened. But
without question,
they will be decided underdogs.
Especially if Baylor is down to Corey Coleman at quarterback.
Yeah, I think they're going to put Lynx Hawthorne back there, the former Furio great.
Yeah.
They're staring 4-8 in the face, and the last time they won only 4 games in the season, they fired John Makovic. I don't think they're going to fire Charlie Strong. No. I think they're going to give him another year.
Yep.
But this is an abject. It's weird because. What's funny about this, if you take out one of the great sports mysteries of the past decade of how this Texas team beat that Oklahoma team, if you take that out, they're 3-9.
Yeah.
They're 3-9 with wins over Rice.
Yeah.
Who else did they beat? Kansas. And then a shutout loss to Iowa State. This is a team that you would have 3 wins over Rice, who's having a bad year and is not going bowling. Over Kansas State.
The state of Kansas.
Yes, Kansas State and Kansas. At that point, if you take away the Oklahoma win, and I don't mean to diminish it because it's a remarkable accomplishment, right. But if you take that away, this is nothing short of an abject failure for Texas.
The interesting thing to me is all of the calls for a new offensive coordinator, new coaching staffs underneath Charlie. What miracle hire turns this into an 8-4 team next year, other than just cleaning house? And that's not to say I think you should. I still think Charlie Strong, given enough times, will get this program where it needs to be.
It takes time.
But I don't know that he'll get that time. And if you're expecting next year to be the year, you're crazy.
I mean, who's the quarterback? You going to put Shane Buechele in there?
I don't know.
That's a true freshman?
Kyle Loxley?
Kyle Loxley, is he the guy?
I don't know.
I think that the problem with Texas is the problem we knew they would have, which is that the offense just did not show up. And Tyrone Swoops did not develop, and Gerard Hurd still looked lost, and that's just the bottom line.